What is going on, Earth Signs? This is your girl, Venus Angel, here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you all so very much for tuning into your weekly love reading. We're going to go ahead and get started with this. So if you guys are unsure of your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, go ahead and check out the description box below. But as always, family, these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine. I did have somebody in the comments saying nothing resonated, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't really know what else to say. You can book a reading. You're definitely 100% welcome to do so. But as far as these readings go, these are on YouTube, guys. I can't make these resonate with every damn body. So you gotta, just kind of work with the energies. And if they don't resonate with you, that's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It is what it is, right? It's just, there's something you get from things, and there's some things you just don't get. That's okay, because everything happens for a reason. So that being said, let's get up in here and do this here. All right. So be going into it, Earth Signs, with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right. Second chances, second opportunities to do stuff. I love it. I love it. All right. This is the weekend of redemption for y'all. I'm just kidding. Not really redemption, but more of just like taking action, because you have the door wide open for something. All right, foreseeable future, y'all having to be brave with strength. All right, your Sunday card is Page of Cups. Oh, maybe I see why you have to be a brave here. Your advice, the Three of Pentacles. Your underlying energy, well, it's the King of Cups. Damn, I understand why you guys gotta be brave. It's hard. But you have an opportunity to take on a situation, especially when it comes to your love life, right? Take on a situation with an open heart and open mind. Alright? And it's hard to do, especially when this is really talking about mostly communicating your heart and being brave and taking a leap in that vulnerable space. Take a leap in that space of vulnerability, y'all. Like, that's just too much to ask for. But it is what it is, right? Because we are all strong and very feeble beings. We have emotions. We have things that make us feel a certain way. We are not robots, but we are also tough and strong. But I feel like right now it's about being strong in your vulnerability, because that's what the woman in this card of strength represents. It's not about her actually manhandling the lion and telling him what to do. It's not about that. It's her strength of peace and calm and feminine energy to be able to receive and to nurture and to love. That feminine energy in this woman is the strength that she used to be able to make peace and harmony with this lion. She overcame her fear. She nurtured herself going through it, and she came out the other side with a beautiful best friend. That has all kinds of crazy personalities, all kinds of natural instincts, all kinds of different things that he likes to do, maybe even take a nap sometimes. But the point of it is like, this is saying, okay, the reason why you're freaking out is because there is something that's happening that it could be dangerous, it could put your self at risk, but it's your firm belief and steadiness that's going to get you through the situation untouched, unscarred, unswiped by the claws of a lion. All right. And of course, right, when you guys are so protective of your emotions as earth signs anyway, you guys are very protective of your emotions. Some of y'all out there like, no, I'm the most emotional person out here. And it's like, fair enough, that's good for you. That may not resonate. But stereotypically, right, or conditionally, right, earth energy is nurturing, it's caring, it's providing. It's practical. It doesn't really focus so much on emotions, because emotions are wonderful pieces of our humanity, but those are not the only facets that help us get through difficult situations. Sometimes it is putting on your work hard face and pushing through a difficult situation, but it's also, right, the importance of being emotionally open that helps us to be able to have those moments when we can put on the hat and keep pushing forward, right? Because when we listen to our emotions, we are more susceptible to more messages. We are more susceptible to love. We're more susceptible to expression, okay? That's important, okay? But bravery is what's needed here, because y'all starting out with this with the Wheel of Fortune, and I love this here because it talks about a new opportunity, a second chance. Now this may be a second chance with somebody brand new, right? This may be just like the second chance of having a relationship or being with somebody, period. This could be this could be a second chance with somebody that you already know, right? This could be the relationship with somebody from the past. But there's a door open here, regardless of what it is. There's a door open here that, of course, you have experience in because you've done this before, and it's requiring you to be brave here because the foreseeable future is the Strength card. So why is your advice coming up as the Three of Coins, right? So it's simple. There is a dynamic in which you are dealing with other people, and dealing with dynamics of people, there comes a time when you have to understand what everyone's roles are, what everybody's capabilities are, what everyone's incapabilities are, right? Getting to understand and getting to know each person. This is where the Earth part comes in, where you guys start looking closely at the details and to understanding and to seeing, seeing how people work and seeing how people get along and how you get along with them, and if there's a foreseeable future with them based off of their characteristics, their personality, the way that they operate, and the way you operate. Okay, this is like a comparison kind of thing, but not really. You're really making, you're making plans to execute certain things in the future, or making plans on how to achieve a certain goal, right? So with the Three of Coins, right, which usually talks about, has three people, which can represent mind, body, and spirit, which is, the person that's, looking at the blueprint, planning things out, which is the mind. The body is actually the person building the thing, and the spirit is the person that's giving the emotional support, or, everything like that, right? Three of Coins, even in this deck, doesn't have the three people here, but how I always see the Three of Pentacles is with three people. It always is. It's always with a group. And even if those group of people is just you are made up of multiple sides of yourself that help you get your job done, right? Because if you ever found yourself sitting down trying to give yourself a pep talk to do something, that's you trying to get you to do something. That's two people right there. And some people may think that's crazy. And of course, to use that sort of terminology to describe different facets and aspects of ourselves, it is what it is. That's just how I do it. But the point of this whole thing is figuring out what needs to be done and taking steps to do it, right? It's almost like coaching, but not really. So I feel like with your advice this weekend is to take the time out to really observe, gather information, come up with a kind of cohesive strategy to execute what things that you want to execute. Because this definitely talk about your heart's desire here when the King of Cups comes up. This could be someone that you love. This could be someone that you have feelings for. This could be you and your feels, trying to navigate through your emotions. This could be you feel full of some sort of emotion that's possibly deterring you or distracting you from being able to execute certain things, right? Because this King of Cups is, in my opinion, one of the most intense emotion feelers out there. He will feel the most intense stuff, but because he's the master of that kind of element, he's able to just wield that water knight like nobody's business. Now it's about wielding the wand, or wielding the power to control those emotions, okay? Without emotions. Your emotions, okay? And it's not about necessarily keeping them down, keeping under wraps, bottling them up. It's more of like understanding what they mean, why you feel that way, and coming up with a strategy to accommodate those, to work with those better, to have a better flow, a healthier flow that doesn't block everything out. Because when your Sunday card, it looks like you start coming out or start saying something in a coming from an emotional place, and that's beautiful, right? And if this isn't you, this could be someone else coming in with something that they are expressing to you and in a very emotional way, and it will require you to either to be emotionally open for this message. I think this is about knowing what you want as well, and nurturing and taking care of, and and really going after not going after it, but allowing yourself to dream. Because I think there's a lot of opportunities available here, and one of the things that this reading is definitely screaming at me is, hey, this is a very dreamy opportunity. Staying strong, believing yourself that you can execute these dreams Of course, because that's what you're going to need, willpower to push you to, push you forward, to help you to manifest these plans into, to reality, whether it's stickler to these plans or, pretty much a skeleton, but pretty much most of it's improv, because ultimately you're nurturing a heart's desire. So let's take a look at our Saturday card, okay? See what we got. That came out weird, so I'm going to put that back. See, all that glitters did come out, but I want to make sure that this was what was supposed to come out. See, now you got 2 cards, 3 cards. Damn. Okay. That's a lot of cards. But I think I want to put them down for a second because they're significant. Like, all that glitters was interesting in itself when it came out, which talks about, going beyond the surface, understanding what's going on. Don't judge a book by its cover, even if it looks nice, kind of deal. And you got yen, which is talking about passive energy, being a receiver, being a receptive energy, being observant and just letting things come to you. While Y is about understanding something from the background, and clean it up is about making space. Like, why is understanding your intentions or understanding the other person's intentions? It's very hangman kind of energy, but it's like, you have to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it in order for you to be able to do those things, right? Some people need to have a why or have a purpose before executing certain tasks. And with clean it up, it's saying that let's make some space. Let's clean up this area. Let's, make this place nice and sparkly so we can, have space to do the work that we need to do to have the next person come into our lives, right? It's interesting that these cards, all 3 cards came up, because all that glitters is very similar to that. Okay? Jeez, you guys got a lot of cards coming out. But we're going to keep these 2. Alright, so orphaned and a leg up. So you're not alone in this. And it may feel like it is, right? The orphan is saying that, you may have to reestablish friends, family. You may have to find people that truly connect with who you are, because one, you are now embracing a part of yourself that, is true to you, right? Orphan is feeling alone and not feeling like people understand you. People don't really see you for who you are, but they have to understand that you were playing a role for a long time that you no longer play, perhaps. There's a part of you now that doesn't resonate with the lifestyle that you have lived. So, of course, them knowing the new you, it's very hard for them, but I don't think that they're rejecting you. That's the thing. That I want to say, because the orphan isn't a card that's saying that people reject you. It's saying that people may not understand who you are. Therefore, you should find people that do. But I feel like with a leg up, it's like working with the situation, in my opinion, because there's people here that do support you and do love you, but they may not understand you, and there may need to be work towards understanding each other, time put in to seeing each other's points of views, like all that glitter, and clean it up. Why and yin, like being the person that that receives love and support, but also explains to people what you need and why, and who you are and why. Giving that time and space and energy to be able to create something new with some things that you already have. I think there's people here that do want to have your back and do want to support you, but again, they may not know you through and through, and this may be them, maybe the orphan card isn't necessarily telling you to go out and find new people. It could, but I think, with this opportunity here, definitely, and you're totally allowed to, and that's what you're getting from this message, great. But at the same time, if you're not looking to expand in that sense, if you're not looking to go out and find new people to bring into your inner circle, and I feel like it's not necessarily to just completely rush those people off, but to spend the time needed to get them to to see the true you by being the true you at all times, uncompromising. Because the higher friend, the orphan card is talking about you being authentic through and through, and no changing yourself, no masking, no nothing. And again, if people can't get that, they can't get that. But I feel like with a leg up, this talks about people reaching out and being supportive and helping you, and you helping them, right? Providing assistance and help to those that need it, especially within your inner circle, or allowing people in your inner circle to help you. And I think right now there's people around you that really want to show that they care, but they just can't because they don't know who you are and what you need to show them that they care for you. It's interesting. So let's take a look at the Messenger Oracle here. Okay, you guys got 3 cards with this too. Golly. And I just want to quickly show these. Here are the answers, the ancient ones, which is talk about, you know, not necessarily respect your elders, but like, you know, your karmic story or your past life story is involved in this, in the sense of like, you know, how you've lived your life, things that you've experienced. You know, your guides are always around you to be able to help you no matter what, and let your emotions flow is kind of like adding to that, because in order for you to receive those messages, you have to be, you know, like I said before, you have to have your heart open, but be vigilant. It's talk about being watchful and being very mindful of the people around you and your situations around you. You guys got a lot of cards this time around. I'm just going to keep these 3. But typically I don't pull this many, and you guys got some seriously big messages this time around. But it's saying be watchful, be mindful, you know, be alert, because there may be things that you miss, there may be things that you know, that you do end up catching that will, you know, that will show you something about yourself or about a situation that can help you move forward, that can help you take the actions in your life that you want to take, that will allow you to be emotionally open. But don't ignore your spiritual guides. Trust your intuition is, of course, is one of the things that the ancient ones does talk about. And yeah, the biggest thing, guys, is just completely be emotionally open for what's coming in, and, you know, accept the love that accept love, of course, that resonates with you. Or accept the love from other people. Understand that they're coming from a loving place, I think, but understand too that you don't have to accept everybody's love just because they are giving it to you. I think that the message is that you don't have to just deal with somebody's behavior by, you know, and how they want to show you that they care. You can stylize it, because you are a unique individual. No one's a cookie cutter of the other person. So why should you be treated the same way? If these people truly want to love you and support you, they have to do it in a way that's authentic to you. That's what I think this message is saying here. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Totally interesting message around this time around, and very long. But with that said, love y'all. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.